Hey y'all, it's your girl Key.
What's up? This is Bree, y'all. We are back in the room, and we got
as always, Chuck Peeps, and today we have a very, very special guest, Mr. Sweat Tensity or Mr. Flat Stomach Expert, also known as Ryan Harris. A lot of people know him. They probably know that he's petty, depending on what he's doing. He does Petty Tuesday. I'm not lying on this, man. I see you looking at me.
I was like, wait a minute.
But we are here and we are glad to have him. So we'll have him introduce a little bit about himself and get right into our good old relationship episode continuation. So Ryan, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Like she said, I'm Ryan, Flat Stomach Expert. I'm a gym owner here in Dayton, Ohio. I got a gym in Dallas, Texas as well. Do online training. I got like a huge following around the world, and I just snatch stomachs off of women and then send them back home. That's basically what I do.
What? I love that.
Just drop your stomach off to me. Pick
Good.
It up
So I thought that Ryan would be great because, actually, it was a Snapchat post that he had about a date he went on, and I was like, this is great, and this should be seen by everybody in the world. And he doesn't have to talk about that one, but I get pure entertainment from his stories, right? Okay, we're not gonna put you on blast for that particular episode, but we have been talking about relationships. We talked about Black women and Black men being able to converse. We've talked about the importance of friendships and how having good friendships probably makes you a better partner for relationships. We've been talking about all those things. So today we're just kind of diving into dating, essentially in general. As a man, what do you wish sometimes that women just knew about dating, or like any advice that you would say to a woman dating a man, even a man like you, for instance, or something similar? What would you say or wish that they knew?
That's a hard one. Let me think about that. I would probably say that I wish women knew that as a man, it's hard for us. We already, I feel like even on a date sometimes, like we have to come from like a negative to even get neutral with a woman, and then build upon that, So like the reason why I set my dating to interviews is because like I feel like men are going in like really campaigning to be elected for this woman, but we have to prove it first. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like we get to come in neutral. I feel like if women only knew that we really have good intentions, like don't come in with the thought process of, all right, this nigga gotta really, he better show me something, or what I'm saying, or I'm out. Like just give us a chance. Like not everybody is really out to do somebody bad. You know what I'm saying? That, and I just like for women that I date, I really wish they knew that it'd be more attractive if they allowed me to chase them than to just give it all to me, at one time. I also wish they would just be themselves. Sometimes, depending on how someone knows me, like if I meet somebody out who has no clue who I am in a different city, which sometimes I prefer because then I can really cater to you and show you the value. But when I meet people who know me through social media or just know what they think is the success and the ambition and things of that sort, all I gotta do is say, come on sometimes. And they just ready to ride. They don't even give me a chance to be a man, you know what I'm saying? And to say, hey, this is what I can do for you. This is what I can put on the table. They just already assume what the table is and just be ready to eat, So that's what I would say.
That's a good one. Do you think some women think that they have to do that because they may assume that if they are not like that, that because of who you are, whatever they have made up about you without knowing you, that it's already a million women at your table. So in order to get to your table, they feel like you have all of me. Like, do you feel like that plays a role in it sometimes also?
But I think it's kind of like half and half because you have half the generation or half let's just say if it was one or two, you got one woman who may feel that way. You're right, but then you actually have I can't meet or date somebody who feels the opposite way, who feels like, hey, I got it all together too. You know what I'm saying? So then we can have a great mutual conversation. But it's really a needle in a haystack to find her, who just comes with that extreme confidence, like, yeah, okay, you're a millionaire, I am too, or, what I'm saying, you got this business, I am too, I got one too, you know what I'm saying? And then that's great. That's a great conversation, but that doesn't happen often,
So how do you handle the women that come with an agenda already planned?
I guess when you figure out the agenda,
Yeah.
When you figure out the agenda, you kind of, well, I guess you say you're asking me. So I just kind of figure out if it's to my benefit or not. If you already got an agenda, and whether you thought something, but maybe I see something that I could actually use you for, you know what I'm saying? And when I use the word use, like, Keith, like you said, you got your real estate business. Maybe you had an agenda, but I'd be like, hey man, I've really been trying to tap into this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'll just figure out if it's beneficial for me or not, because for the most part, if you be around me long enough, you're going to want to make some money, because that's all I'm talking about all the time. So we're going to be ambitious together. So whether your original agenda was to deceive me in any type of way, I feel like once we have some good conversations, hopefully that can, turn into some mutual benefits. Or then sometimes you just trash them. It just depends on, that's the other end of the spectrum. Like, all right, well, I know what this was for, so come on, let's just get it over with. And that'd be that.
That's fair.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, well, that explains everything.
The scale,
The scales. We got to get Ryan. We got to figure out what Ryan's moon and rising sign is first, so I can really look at his birth chart and see what's really happening. Full spectrum. Okay. So that makes sense. So you are a business owner, and like I own businesses. So in my mind, I want to ask you, because I'm a woman, you're a man. I've experienced that sometimes being a business owner, talking to people who, what's the way? You always say I'm coming for people, Bree, so I'm thinking of nice ways to say it. I'm not coming for anybody. People who are not, I don't want to say as ambitious, but people who don't have as much going on, when I date them, sometimes that becomes a problem because you think I'm doing something, but I'm busy with work. So have you experienced that, and how do you typically handle that?
Okay, that's extremely easy for me, because I don't deal with anyone. I don't date with anyone who has nothing going on. I feel like at the time that I am right now at 38, I'm very stable. So my building is like, when I say I'm building things, it's almost like I'm on the roof of my house and I'm building to the sky. So I don't even date people right now who maybe just have the blueprint of the house that they want to build. Right. It's just not for me. And I'm not even saying that that's nothing. That's just where they are in their life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, if you're not got a lot going on, then I don't even date you, so that's exactly how I handle that, because I've had that issue before, to where like right now, like I took the entire month of December off to work on my online stuff. And I sit at this desk 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that you never complain when I'm out here blowing the money on you. So don't complain when I'm sitting here working to make it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I do 24/7. I literally work, right? So if they can't understand it, then they got to go. I ain't got time for it at all. Yeah. I don't even play with them, like, for real. Like, listen, this is what comes first. I got you, but this is what comes first.
Talk about boundaries.
You cracking me up.
Talk about boundaries, girl, because I'm thinking of people in my head
who do that, right? And that speaks to when we talked about most people most people are not the person they want in a partner a lot of times. And that's the problem. You're not the person that you're looking for in a partner. And so you don't understand. I feel like everything costs something. You want somebody that's 6 figures, that costs time. I can't make money and give you all my time. So you got to pick. Everything costs something, and it got to be worth the cost. That's it.
Yeah. You feel me? And don't get it wrong. Like I'm going to make time for you. I will make time for you, but I'm going to get this money first. We going to work first. You know, even when I'm on planes and vacations, I got my laptop, my iPad with me, etc. You know what I'm saying? Baby, listen, I done paid for you a spa, go out there and ride that horse in the ocean. I'm going to sit right here and do my work for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So we want to see where all the money come from or all the success. This is where it comes from. Yep. So whoever, if they bitching about you about working, they got to go. Because, I mean, we could be broke together if that's what you want.
Ain't no fun in that.
Ain't no point in that.
I don't believe in being broke.
Hey, you feel me? I done been that before. I don't want to go there no more at all.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Look at you, Bree. I feel like after this, we about to have a real FaceTime. You're gonna be like, check this off.
They got to be equally, like, you know, that whole equally. I'm not a big religious person, but that whole equally yoked thing, you know, like they literally got to be on the same wavelength as you. And if they not, it's just causes friction that don't need to be caused, you know, and simply because y'all in two different levels of life, they trying to build to where you are and you trying to build beyond where you are. So listen, go find somebody who building right where you at. That's perfect. You're a good person. You're just not for me.
That's it. Like, in being honest with yourself. Like, okay, this is just not gonna work. We are not aligned.
I think it's also refreshing just to hear that perspective, because I feel like in 2022, I always try to speak to now. You hear a lot of men, or even if it's just social media, which, you know, I think all things on social media are fake, but they just say most men do not want an ambitious woman. Like, I've heard that version too. And so I feel like that is a theme. And then some women downplay their ambition, which you ain't supposed to downplay yourself to be with nobody. I don't believe in that. But people downplay it because it's been told to women that men don't really care for your ambition. They want to know, can you cook, clean, and this? They don't care about your ambition. And so it's refreshing to hear the other side of that, I think.
You know, like, you know, when the whole 50-50 thing be always trending on social media, I really hate it. You know what I'm saying? But I also realize, and just thinking about how, where I am in the walks of life, when I see men who say that they'll go 50-50 with their woman and the woman has to bring 50%. I remember, you know what I'm saying, when I was 21, 22, maybe even 21 to 30, where I was living paycheck to paycheck and I didn't really have any extra money. So if I was going to come into a relationship or you was going to move into my house, then I would need that extra 50, you know what I'm saying? This is bills and things of that sort. So I just kind of feel like, depending on the walk of life that these particular men are on, who say, she got to pay 50%, they maybe need her to pay 50%. You know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion, because now where I'm at now, like I live in my house by myself, and my philosophy is that I pay all of these bills anyway. I gotta pay 100 to 0 anyway. So in the event that my girlfriend comes and lives with me, I'm still gonna do 100 0. You know what I'm saying? Because I was paying it before. Now, if you want to go and volunteer to, I don't know, get the groceries or pay a bill, then cool. But in the event that we break up and we ain't married, I'm 100 0. That way, when you leave, you take 0 with you. You came with your lashes and your nails. That's what you're gonna leave with, you know.
Hopefully, your filled-in nails.
Right, you hear me? But I'm cool with paying 100 0 in my relationship, like in the house anyway. Like even when I go on trips, like if I plan a trip, I'll pay for the hotels, or I'll pay for the hotel and the flights. But if she plan a trip, maybe she'll pay for the hotel that's there. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we're at, because she was planning it, you know, and then we get the flights, wherever the case may be. But I just don't think money should be an issue in relationships if you where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's 50-50 or 100 0, the money ain't the issue. You know, it's gonna be those two people. So whatever.
That's fair. That is fair. So On here, so I guess, well, I don't even know if you know this. So we're both therapists, all right? And so a lot of the times we do take life experiences, and the concept is to always grow, right? So our acronym is GROW, which means get rid of what's not working. That's the only way to survive in life, is to always do auditing and get rid of what's not working, because what worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. So when you think about that from the angle of dating, what do you wish you would have gotten rid of earlier to help you in your dating life?
Oh man, I wish I don't even know how to put it. What really came to my mind, I guess I wish I could have got rid of my penis earlier in dating, because
wow.
For real, because I really felt like between 21 and maybe 30, 21, 30, 31, 10 years of a span in my life, to where it was just like eggs with legs, and whatever was cooking. They say men go through this, and I know I went through it, but we just trying to hit everything. You know what I'm saying? We really ain't even trying to get to know nobody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking for the future. It's just like, what's now? You know what I'm saying? So I really wish that that I had the maturity that I have now that I had back then. And if I could have just not had a penis and not trying to hit everything, I would be so further on, because like when you have men, and it's not even the young, because it's still, I got friends 40 years old who still live that lifestyle, but it's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't doing nothing but chasing pussy, like you losing out on a lot of things that you should be doing, because you sitting here chasing some chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, the money ain't moving, kids ain't getting no time, work ain't getting done, whatever the case may be, because your whole mindset, well, my whole mindset then was, who next? And that's all I cared about. You go spend money on the latest shoes and the outfits just so you can go attract who's next. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I really wish I could have got rid of a long time ago. If I didn't have that whole sexual craziness, I'll probably, man, listen, it'd be probably a whole different lifestyle right now. I feel like I'm 10 years behind. I really do.
You're right on time. Yeah. You're right on time.
You're right where you're supposed to be.
Right where you're supposed to be, yes. Okay, Bree, so what about you? What would you get rid of that was earlier in dating? Don't do that. We're not doing this today. You're not going to give me no faces to that and got chased by the cat.
Like, are you really asking me this?
What was the question? What was the question?
Yeah, I know, right? What would you have gotten rid of earlier to help in your dating journey, knowing what you know now?
Oh, Lord. I mean, we kind of talked about it, being more direct about what I want or what I expect or what I need, and not accepting potential. Like, oh, he might be like this next year. Oh, maybe in 3 months, he'll do this thing that I've been asking about for the last 6 months, So maybe that, not accepting potential, accepting the right here, right now.
That's good. I like that.
Which I need to do that now.
Oh, okay. I like that. Right. Okay. That's fair. I think those are good things to get rid of. Don't look at me like that.
And
good. I think the only thing I think I really would have gotten rid of earlier is, the best way to describe it is the desire or this feeling, this need that I have to prove myself. And I don't mean like I'm a good woman. It's just, I think sometimes when you're dating somebody, I was trying to prove that instead of letting somebody just see my worth, and not, I don't need to prove it. Either you're going to be around me and see it, or you're not, because I'm not putting all that extra work, because you're not doing that back. But I think that some of that comes with being a younger woman and growing up in that age, that what you not going to do, somebody else will, or this age that I have to prove that I'm the choice, versus you need to see my worth and then you'll treat me accordingly. Because some people may never see your worth, and it's not my job to make you see it. So if you're not going to see it and I'm trying to prove it, I've wasted my time and yours. And so you can't get time back. So I think that's the only thing I wish I would have had. I guess more confidence that I was worth it, instead of trying to prove it to somebody else, because really in hindsight, you're just trying to prove it to yourself. And I think when you're trying to prove your worth to yourself, you stay with people that you're not equally yoked with, that really don't mean no well for you. We haven't accepted that we're just not a match for each other because you're still trying to prove it. If that makes sense. So that's one thing I think I would have got rid of. Okay. So thank you, Ryan, for all your transparency. Bree, do you have a quote for us to meditate on today? Oh, you said you did, so I believed you. Now you don't got it.
I'm trying to pick one.
Well, how many you got?
3.
Well, let me hear 2.
1. I can save the other ones for the future episodes. Don't do that.
Okay.
Okay. It's easy. The purpose of dating is to find someone you can spend the rest of your life with. And that's it. You don't date to waste other people's time. And I think Ryan spoke to that earlier, so very fitting.
I do like that. That is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna start combing through people's social media too.
You need to listen. I'm everything.
Be careful. Combing through social media make you like something from 20 years ago you weren't supposed to accidentally like. I have done that by accident.
Yeah.
It'll make me not waste time either, and I like that approach.
You go down a rabbit hole.
So now we can thank Ryan.
Do that. I do it. I like.
And so we're not honking for hoes.
Not at all. But yeah, like go through like all they posts, like how they talk, and then you know what? This is what I also do. I go and see if they ever been in a relationship, and if they put the drama of their relationship on social media. That's a red flag for me. If you ever do that, it's a wrap. You wouldn't even know I liked you.
Yeah, I don't like when people do that.
Yeah, I like that because I feel like social media it's not real. And I mean, it is, but I feel like your real life, all your business shouldn't be on there. Everybody should just assume your life is perfect or make up whatever they want, but there should be no evidence of whatever's going on. So
that's it.
That makes sense.